If you are a content writer like me who use AI quite a bit, if you are writing emails, writing blogs, social media posts, all the content look same with the same tone, very much polished and feel so AI-ish.
Yeah, almost like a marketer who's very much into SEO and keeps writing content following all the grammatical structures and such.
Yeah. So it's not your voice. It's sort of an internet average that you can say. Welcome back to Tech Vibes with the Shaphy. Today we are discussing about it. So if you are a founder or you are a tech executive, hiring manager, marketer, recruiter, whatever may be your role, and if you use LLMs to help you in your content generation. Today, we are discussing how to personalize that for your tone, your voice. And also, we will look at how to use AI to make your job JD creation process very much to your company, its brand, its values. So those are the two things that we hope to discuss with you.
Oh, that's great. So, where do we start?
All right, so let me start with the first one. We will discuss some of the common challenges that I have seen or some of the behaviors of LLM. So we'll start there. So allow me to share my screen. Hope you can see my screen.
Yep, I think we can go full screen.
There you go. Thank you for that. So when you try to generate content, whether you use ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or any other LLMs, some of the common things that you see is there's a certain pattern type, right? The paragraph that you write, the sentences are keep repeating like firstly, secondly, thirdly, like that. Or some of the response that you get back from AI is like, oh, it's an excellent question. It's a fascinating topic. Or they use some of the clauses like, it's not about X, it's about Y. So you see these keep repeating in LLMs. Another behavior that I have noticed is some of the words are overly used. It's full of buzzwords like innovative, cutting edge, state of the art, transformative, like that. Use a lot of filler words, actually, kind of, sort of. Then a lot of the writings looks very academic, research papers, like that.
There's
Yep.
also the hyphens and punctuations that are used everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. So today we would love to show you how to personalize that for a founder, how to write on your own tone and style. So if you are a founder or if you are an executive, we can ask LLM to really personalize it on your style. We can run some prompts, and then at the end I can share you exactly what I used or what I continue to use on my day-to-day job. Here I'll start with this. How do I prompt LLM to write on your own tone and style? So set the context. First, you say who you are. If you're a startup founder, right? So this is kind of a generic voice that I use for my own writing. So it depends on who you are. Tell that. Set the context. Second is role identity. Represent a founder mindset. So it is generally on a curious, analytical, bold, and grounded. A founder would love to communicate with clarity and voice and tone. Clear, confident, and authentic, intelligent, but human, conversational. You want to speak as a visionary. You want to showcase examples with the measurable outcomes. So these are some of your tone when you communicate, when you engage with your customers or audience. Your goals are establish credibility as a tech driven leader, then attract talent if you're hiring, attract customers, investors, or partners like that. You want to apply AI and system thinking, operations, growth, and leadership. So these are different goals and objectives that you have. So you write all these steps down as a part of your prompt to define who you are. Then you tell LLM things. What kind of channels you use this prompt that you're going to use. Business email, of course, LinkedIn, Twitter, and blogs if you are engaged in social media. Now, when you write on a very specific voice and tone. Instead of say I think or maybe, or sort of be direct and explain what it is and what it is not. Don't use the hashes, the emojis, all of that. That looks so AI-ish. So we spell it out. And there's certain words that we should tell LLM not use, because these are common patterns and filler words that we commonly see that when LLM generate content for you. So for example, avoid certain words or replace them with something better. I mean, these buzzwords keep coming by default when LLM try to generate. So we force LLM to either avoid those or come up or give us an alternative option. Now, similar to that, certain, instead of being very generic, be very specific with actual outcome, right? Innovative approach to the AI workflow that cut review by 70%. So that's kind of forcing LLM to produce quality content for us. Ban some of the phrases like I think, I believe. It seems, sort of, kind of, remove those. So we are excited to change it. We look forward. Then some of the LLM patterns are let's dive in, great questions, all of that. Just get rid of all of that. And this is not complete list. It's just giving you an example of what are the common patterns and words that we have seen, and asking LLM to really.
I think if you are someone who's already writing a lot on internet, you could also do some deep research to actually make it learn your exact pattern on the content.
So the way I use AI is not to generate content for me. The way I use it is I have my thought, my ideas or thought leadership. I want to communicate with my customers or my employees or my audience. I used to use AI. I used to get to those generic templates or default behaviors. Now I started using my new prompt technique. I started getting much better quality output. And I think this is something that you could also use in your job. So let me go directly to LLM, see how we can test it out. Okay, there you go. So let's, for a demonstration purpose, I am going to ask GPT to generate me a small blog. So I am a thought leader in AI and create a 300 words yes on application of AI in education. I just picked it up, education. So it's generated some content. I'm not going through each line by line. Okay. Now what I have done is the prompt that I have shared with you, I saved it as a markdown file and a JSON file. So I really like JSON because most of the time I save my documents as JSONs or anything that I want to prompt with LLMs as a JSON file. Sometimes I use product specs, competition analysis. Instead of saving as PDF, nowadays I save my documents as JSON because it's so LLM friendly. So that's the same prompt that I discussed with you. I have saved it as a JSON. I'm gonna ask LLM to recreate the same content in my tone and my voice. Recreate the same essay using the attached prompt guidelines. And let's see what. Okay, so here again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time reviewing line by line, but I'm going to ask LLM to compare the first essay, or yeah, first essay to the second one. Okay, so the first essay sounds very formal and polished. Second one is very conversational and founder style tone. Yeah, and this is what I want. And you can see that the difference. Avoid fluff and empty modifiers, feel more authentic and grounded, right? So my prompt has my tone and style that I asked, and then it strictly follow those. Structure and readability. Structure like research, the first one, right? Second one, structure more like a founder's LinkedIn or op-ed post. So this lot more easier to read, fun to read, and engaging for users. So point is, we will share this prompt with you and markdown file. It will be part of our notes. Try using this and how it helps you. Whether you extensively use LLM for your content creation or you just occasionally use for your emails and messaging and things like that. It definitely makes a difference. You will see the quality of the content that LLM generate for you. So with that, let's move on to our next part of our recording today. So next one is, if you go to ChatGPT or Claude or any other LLM and ask them to create a job description for you. And if you're a recruiter, hiring manager, you do that all the time. I do that all the time. I just have my very high level points on what I need to hire and give it to LLM. It kind of generate a JD for you. Typically, it's like a 2-page very standard corporate kind JD, too long, so many filler words. The interesting thing is that all the JDs look same. It doesn't have a vibe of your company. It doesn't have a brand or a culture or anything of your company. So today we are going to show you how to generate a JD and use your own company's culture, values, brand. So Naeem, go ahead and share your idea how
Yep.
you're going to do it.
So essentially, what we'll do is have a pre-prepared prompt, which essentially has a few steps, which is like a system prompt, inputs that are required from you, primary instructions, and a step-by-step research process. So what it essentially does is goes to the entire internet and then brings back that company culture. So I'll just, for the interest of time, I'll just copy paste this into Claude
Mm-hmm.
and put it on deep research mode, because extended thinking and research is to be turned on because it has to go to internet and get stuff done. So
Okay.
Shafi, can you help me with a startup name that you're fascinated about something?
Okay, go to Replit. I mean, we use them.
Yeah, use this company, generate company culture document is attached. Okay, so behind this, we'll be going through all their websites, social presences, their blogs, content, and such to generate that detailed evaluation of the company. So, what this will
Okay.
output is, it'll essentially bring in a company culture plus values combination as a paragraph. Then we can just give the minimum input that we do typically for a JD and then generate that JD and specify it to that tone and structure of the company.
So if I'm a hiring manager, so I can drag and drop my company's values if I know or if I have it documented.
Yep.
If I don't have one, I just provide my company website and or company name, and this prompt will do the magic. It will go find more about your company through your website and details and then generate one for you.
So you can see here launch extended search task.
Okay.
It takes some time.
Now, while we are waiting for this, Naeem, we have developed a tool that our audience can use in our website talents.ai. So it's a JD job description creation tool using our own AI infrastructure. So would you mind go ahead and share that and use this? So you go to talents.ai website, go to tools and access
Yep.
the JD creation,
And you can either start with the existing JD
JD
or you
processing.
can type it full stack engineer,
Mhm.
20 plus years, Python, Java, React. Okay. This is a weird combination, but yeah.
That's a very weird
And
combination. 20 years in Python.
cloud. So here you'll have suggestions that are matching your stack. Let's say Kubernetes.
I see. Yeah. The
And
Kubernetes.
since it's
Yeah.
20 years, why not put some AWS certified solutions architecture?
Okay.
Now we are getting into that risky area, but yeah, data structures, services. Okay, now I have an essentially a good keyword score, which means I'm good to generate a JD.
All right. Let's do it. See what happens. It's a free tool that you can access from our website, and it's pretty neat. It doesn't look into your company culture, all of that, but definitely it will help you generate
Yeah,
meaningful
that is
job
coming soon.
description,
Company
and you
culture
can
would
edit.
be there on the platform by end of the week.
Oh, that's
Okay,
cool.
so
That's cool.
it generates a JD and it also gives some insight into what is missing with placeholders kept for things that we do
Okay.
not have clarity on. So either you can go here and say, okay,
Okay. So
so
how do I feel?
depending on the stack, the recommended is a full-time
Oh,
role. So I'm keeping it full-time. Add advanced
okay.
skills, which means, okay, something is missing, CI/CD pipeline, GraphQL or Docker is missing. If you want to add, you can always apply the change. Add certification requirement. Kubernetes certification is something that's recommended. Again,
Mm.
optional. Missing salary range. Okay. This might be low for the role, but yep.
You can
Yeah. I
edit it
think
anyway if
we
you
might
want to, but yeah.
just demo one thing. And once this is done, if you want changes, you can
Hmm.
also use the chat window, which is you can essentially type in and it will go edit itself, or you can come here and edit the information. Both ways work. So in case you don't need this,
Oh,
so let me say I don't need the company information given the scenario, and then I can just remove it out.
I see.
Okay. Now, once
Okay.
this is done, you could click download and then enter your company email ID. You will get get the JD in the email as
Email.
well as be able to download from here.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely free tool, and it's not like you go generate directly from Chat GPT. It has a lot more intelligence built into it, and we use a lot of data behind the screen to generate a JD specific to your industry, your domain, the type of role that you're looking
Yep.
for.
I think this is done. We have
Was
a
it?
research.
Or let's go back to the cloud screen.
Yep. Use the research, generate the JD for full stack dev promote. Okay, so since I was already on search and deep thinking, it is going to fetch what full stack developer role exists for Replit already, which
I see.
essentially is not required, but since this is already doing it, let it go ahead. Yep, here it is. Yeah.
Talk quite a bit about the company. Yeah. And it's very important to tell that who you are from a culture standpoint, your talent, because it's just more than technical skills and job roles. Okay. And JD doesn't have to be this long. You can keep it short, minimal. You can prompt based on that, but it just give you a starting point to further develop.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Naeem. So, recap today, we just had two vibes. First one is if you are using LLM to fine tune your content, generate content using LLM, we have demonstrated how to create content on your tone, your style, and your personal brand. And second one is instead of creating a very generic JD, how to create a JD that represents your company, your culture, your values, so that the people that who are looking forward to join you know your business better. Both prompts are available for download. You can use directly into your day-to-day task, business, whatever that you intend to do. Thanks for joining us and looking forward to see you next week with another vibe.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Vibes with the Shaphy.